welcome to Singtel. How may I assist you today?
Comcentre has served us well in the last 45 years. It is a place where it all started for me. This building has been part of my entire career with Singtel, the whole 31 years of it. When Comcentre was built in 1979, the Straits Times called it a beacon to the future. At the time, Comcentre was a highly visible symbol of Singapore's commitment to technology leadership and the development of Singapore as a communication hub. Being a young engineer, I get the privilege of being to the rooftop of Comcentre to look at all the antennas and all the equipment that's set up at the rooftop.
We're at the space frame. It's a very iconic feature of the Comcentre building, no?
This space frame was put up in somewhere in, I think when Comcentre was built in 1979.
Did you climb the space frame before?
I did climb once,
okay.
but I'm not a rigger.
Yeah. What do you do on the space frame?
Oh, that time we were doing some panning of the antenna to clear some blind spot blocked by other buildings.
I see.
So, when the first mobile system came in 1987, Comcentre was one of the sites that they chosen for its strategic height. Mobile system is getting more sophisticated and complicated, and frequency is limited, so that's why you gotta get lower and lower sites. And over the years, it's now 5G, and you don't see sites as high as this.
So one of my key tasks was to find a way forward on what to do with our Comcentre site. There were discussions of whether we should stay at Comcentre or to relocate to another premise. For example, in Punggol, we felt that remaining at Comcentre is very important for Singtel, partly because of the sort of emotional connection that we have to this location. So part of our plans at that point in time was to enable future generations of Singtel employees and staff to come back and to operate from a new and modern workplace. Oh, okay.
The poles are still there. The antenna poles.
Okay, so all
Where
these
we mount the antenna on
these
it.
brown things are to mount the antenna.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's really unique. I really must think of a way to see how we can repurpose this, and look at, keeping this slice of, the old Comcentre in our new development.
Comcentre to be demolished is part of my memory. I feel very sad to see go because of the happy times I spent here with my maintenance people. Yeah, this I think this is I'm gonna miss it very much. Yeah.
I've been with Singtel for 49 years. I love the job that I'm holding now. I stay here for so long because we have a good friendship and colleagues become family.
Thank you for all the help you've given us. A very helpful person.
And my first job I applied is a telephonist in Singtel. I was assigned to answer call on Service 900. And this is my first long service award, 20 years. Actually, it's more than a workplace. I'll be very sad leaving this place, especially the boardroom, because I know every corner where the things are kept. I help with the VIP visits and the top management meeting and board meeting. I have the chance to meet with all levels of people. Even a lot of my colleagues have no chance to meet the board members. So throughout the years, I will see changes, new board members, old one retired. told my boss that shifting out is sad. He said most probably for my age, I unable to come back.
Good, thanks.
Then you know what he said? Then I quickly asked them to renovate and have it complete as soon as possible.
I believe this place is used for wartime preparation. When I was in this Comcentre basement 3, I was running the cable and running all the fixed line, and I was told that this was a crisis area. Telecom is always the first line of defense for any country. So whenever there's a crisis, people will come here. We have to wire up all this area because it's so important, and everybody who comes under this Comcentre basement 3 can still get connected. As years goes by, we have upgraded from 1G to 5G, and we move on from fixed line to wireless communication. And quite sad to say that this place is going away, and quite sad that it's going to be demolished. But something that I will cherish in my whole life, in my whole career of 46 years in telecom. Yeah.
It's a very deep structure. It must have been very difficult to build at that time.
I believe there's a tunnel going to one of important person's house. Yeah, I don't know whether it still exists.
I'm gonna hold my next team building here, treasure hunt.
Some of our employees who have been here for 40 years and 45 years, they would have grown their entire career at Comcentre. So I can appreciate their sense of loss. I've seen how the building has evolved, the major renovations from within Comcentre, but it has come to a time where we can't refurbish it anymore. In many ways, we've outgrown the old Comcentre. We need to renew it, create a greener and more sustainable building for our current and future generations of staff. We are not leaving Comcentre permanently. We are rebuilding Comcentre and creating a new beacon to the future.
This is the latest design of the drop-off area.
Yeah,
Right?
that's very nice. And that's the North Tower, I assume.
Yeah, that's North Tower.
That's where we're going to
yeah,
be.
Correct. Yeah. So this is a public open space. It's going to be sheltered, where we can have events.
Yeah, this is very lush and green.
Yeah. So the idea is to have a sense of greening.
And there's a lot of community space as well.
Exactly. Our vision for the new Comcentre is for it to be one of the most environmentally sustainable buildings in Singapore, being given the opportunity to take the lead on such an iconic project. You're in it for the long haul because projects don't materialize overnight. It takes a certain amount of time to gestate. Hey,
Mark,
hi
how are you?
Jamie. Hi, good
Nice
to
to see you.
you.
Yeah, good to be back.
Good to be.
And had a great trip.
Yes.
We've been retained to design the Comcentre. We learned a little bit about the history of Singtel and the importance to Singapore when the Comcentre first went up. Building one could be very proud of. It has nice proportions, and the space inside is commodious. It's very regular and regimented. As we look at it in the context of today's practice and today's workplace cultures and workplace habits, it doesn't quite measure up to a long-term healthy environment that those who work at Singtel or those who come to visit would really want or be excited by. Environmentally or in terms of sustainable performance, The building is an old building. It's sort of like an old car that was state of the art in 1979. But now we know that we could do a lot better for transportation with the new car, but also for the environment. So I think it makes sense that it's time for a change.
We have kept one of the buildings though, the Orchard Exchange buildings, which is at the corner of Devonshire and Exeter Road, will be retained. Hopefully the retention of that building would still continue to help to serve as a sort of physical reminder, of the old Comcentre. It's a pity we can't keep the height.
I know, it's nice to have the views, the proportion's pretty good.
Yeah.
For the building really starts with the ground plane. The ground is really a place where public and private, corporate and civic can meet. So the idea is not that this would be a fortress with a security line, which many corporate headquarters have, and you're either in the company or you're outside walking by. The idea is more to bring people through the site. Today, a technology company sees the importance of the human side, but what could be more important than bringing people together? We have a tower here,
and then you have
and
some
our
drop off.
through block here, roughly.
Through block, roughly around there. Yeah.
Tower 2 here. Yeah, so, but not the height, maybe 2/3 of the height.
Yeah, 2/3 of the height, yeah. And you
then-
have another tower at the back.
Yeah. So this will be 2 towers, not 1. And in between will be a space, which is a through block link that leads from the entry along Exeter Road through towards Killarney Road. Think of some of the really nice passageways in Singapore, or in London, for example, the Burlington Arcade, this wonderful urban phenomena of walking through a space that's activated on either side by restaurants and other places that give you something to enjoy along the way.
There's a self-belonging that you are one of the people who work in the Comcentre in Singtel. I'm working in Singtel for 47 years, from 1976. I was attached to a telephone maintenance department. I was very shy.
Actually, before he joined my admin side, I was working in Singtel as a technical side lah. And this girl was very cute. Wow. So one day I bring her to take some drinks.
But I refused, right?
He refused lah.
After a few years, we got married, but we are still in Comcentre. We used to come to work together, we have to have lunch together, we used to have dinner together, and we go home together. One of the venue that I think we will miss is the fountain. The fountain where it's a meeting place for me and my husband. I think this place is very cozy, and at night it's very romantic because got fountain behind us. So, and also hidden, that not many people can see us.
Hey, good morning. We are now on the cusp of moving out of Comcentre. We would be relocating half of our Comcentre population to Serangoon North, one of the sites which we will be occupying for the next 4 to 5 years while Comcentre is being redeveloped. So today's agenda will talk about the move preparations. So we'll fine-tune along the way, see how people react to the use of spaces, and we'll adapt along the way and see how feedback.
At Singtel, we have 4 generations of employees. Right? From new employees to even people who are 55 years and above service with us. And they have been in this building, for the last 20 years, 30 years. And naturally, people will feel that there's a certain sense of unknown where they're moving to, okay? Working in Comcentre here, that's a prime location, right? In the heart of Orchard. And a lot of people find that it's very convenient. So that is a big change in itself.
I think we are doing everything that we can to make people as comfortable as they are, as if it's Comcentre. But I think it's very important to also note that the change, it's here, and change will be a constant. And I'm glad that people are all coming together and really gearing up for the move.
The thought of moving in 5,000 people out of Comcentre to various locations in the interim, and to move people back to the current location was, to be honest, quite frightening. It's a mammoth task.
I think the good thing is we're about as ready as we can get at this moment.
And very importantly, the opportunity to continue to grow professionally and personally will still be something that we hold very, very dear to. So I do think that, we'll continue to cultivate that very strong, Singtel spirit wherever we are. So I'm very confident that that's going to happen.
Yeah, so am I. I'm just very sad that my Wartime is gone and I've got to go to SRN and eat it now. Well, you can come to SRN anyway.
I'm sure you will be in SRN.
我已经在这边10多年了，大概就是14到15年之间，想念这里所有的一切。我也是从这边开始学起来、做起来，所以我学到了我的东西。我的顾客每一个星期来几次的一定有，每一天来的也有。我就觉得就是不舍啊，不舍。就在这边这么多年了，就感情在，做了也很得心应手，知道要做什么，都不用担心应付不来这样，所以每一样东西都会想念。
In about 5 days, we embark on our journey to our new home at Serangoon Hub. We understand that this transition brings and stirs a wide range of emotions, and the prospect of change can be both exhilarating and also discomforting. I want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the change champions from various business units who have been instrumental in this move and its communications.
I am actually quite a new change champion. I've only been here 2 years, so from a sentimentality point of view, have not really developed that close of a bond to Comcentre as those who have worked here for 20, 30 years. But I do have places where I can feel at ease. For example, the crossing after you take the stairs from Somerset MRT towards Comcentre, that is something to me that would signal the start and end of my workday. Because of all the sunlight and the greeneries, the foliage, it just signals hope. So that's something that I cherish, something that will kind of remind me of Comcentre in the future as well.
I am looking forward to the move. I don't have that much to pack, so I can fit everything inside an A4 cardboard box, and that's about it for me.
I think it's important that we refocus and see how we're doing in terms of the project vision and objectives.
I'm sure it's all on track.
Yeah, great. I think it's important that we focus on things like people-centric design, making sure that we create a positive legacy for the new development. Like any old house or any old school you see that is being torn down in Singapore, I think people do feel a sense of loss, maybe of certain memories and certain emotions that have been tied to a certain venue. But hopefully, with redevelopment, we can create new memories and new stories.
Hello.
Chu Ming.
How are you? How are you?
Wow, nice to meet
Nice
you,
to meet you.
man.
Nice to see you.
Wow, after such a long time. Nice coming back here, like coming back home.
So how is retirement for you?
Good, very good. Good, but I still miss
You
the
look
office,
good.
you know.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course.
This is my desk. This is where I sat for the past 15 years. I'm at the business counter. I miss this place. And guess what? I'll show you what I have here with me. This is, you can see how torn and tattered the envelope is. This shows here, Hill Street. This is a photo taken in 1981. And this is it. Myself with Mr. Kadir, Abdul Kadir, we were in the phone book, cover of the phone book in 1981. I worked in Singtel for 48 years. I will definitely treasure this place because this is where I actually grew up. I would say that. From a young girl to a grandma. When I left, I was already a grandma. So this building goes off. Of course, I will miss this place here. I would love to bring my grandkids, if they're a bit older, to show, hey, this is where your grandma worked.
Okay, come. Hey, come gather, everybody gather. Throughout the 26 years of my working life here, I think I'm lucky. Maybe I'm lucky. I'm given the opportunity to make a lot of friends, good friends, and good colleagues that will look after you. I think the sales team is very close-knitted. We look out for each other, right? We work, we cooperate very well. 20 over years, flagship here. Today, last day. I'm sad, but equally excited when we move over to 313. Right? There's so many transformation over the past few years. If we transform this to be a next generation of retail. But all this technology, without you guys, it doesn't work. It doesn't come to life. You guys embrace all the change, it comes to life. Okay, let's welcome our group CEO, Moon.
Good evening. I just been to the new shop and took a look at it. It's beautiful. What is probably most important is not about building, launching, opening new shops. We've seen through this Comcentre flagship store through many rounds of transformation and renovation. 4 years later, the new Comcentre will be rebuilt with the shop being the first thing to be reopened. And I look forward to coming and look at the new opening of the new shop back here in this location.
I believe you guys can do it. Can or not? Yes! Once everything is back, we rebuild here, once everything is up, I'm looking forward to come back. This is still where it resonates with the customers and resonate with me.
So today we are really super excited at the launch of our flagship retail store here at 313. Moving here is a very important part of our whole innovation for Singtel. What we want to do is create new experiences for our customer, and we want to use technology to be able to understand our customers better and be able to personalize the service and create a whole brand new experience. It's all about experiences.
3, 2, 1!
And this store is also set up in a sustainable way through the energy efficient features and fittings. We even got facilities for the public to join in our e-waste recycling efforts.
We've been here for so long.
Yeah. 35 years. How long have you been?
To see you, sir. Long time no see, yeah.
Oh,
let's take
so it's actually
Hi.
I joined go here and see
Hi, hello. Good chance to see the building one last time, huh? Yeah. Sad to see you. Why you are sad? Don't be sad.
Happy to look forward to the new one.
Yeah. I mean, we are very happy that we have made a decision that we are all going to come back. That's most important, right? And I think the good news is, we got one last celebration and we invite some people back.
Where is the reopening? We want to
2028. So the new place will be even better because you'll all be connected to the MRT and shelter and everything.
Comcentre was literally my second home since I joined in 1989. So it's definitely with mixed feelings to hear about the building going. But I think it's a change is good, and I'm really looking forward to the brand new Comcentre.
Okay, let's propose a toast to Comcentre who have hosted us for 45 years, to Singtel.
We want to celebrate the many years of history, the legacy that we have, the many success that we have at Comcentre. But more importantly, it's about the future. It's about building a future headquarters here at this site that we can come back to that will be fit for purpose for Singtel's future.
We are going to come back eventually, so this is always going to be home.
This will be the last power-up event at Comcentre. I'm sure you're all very happy and excited about this, but at the same time, also a bit sad because we're going to vacate the building very soon. To join us in this last power-up session, we've got some special guests that we have here today. Where is Sakun? Sakun, please come on stage. I'm sure everyone wants to see you.
Hi everyone, really good to be here. I have to say that the Singtel spirit is not just contained in buildings. So whether you're Sing Comcentre or any other facility, the Singtel spirit will remain strong. And I certainly look forward to homecoming to Singtel in 4 years' time.
This is going to be the last event here. The next one will be held at Serangoon. So it's really thinking ahead that we will miss this place quite a lot. Very good memories for me. In the last 12 years I've been here.
I'm only 7 years here. I've got so many memories. I can't imagine people who have been here for decades. So it is a bit sad, right, to leave, but it's sweet because I'm equally excited to be going to the new area.
Now we've moved out practically everybody from Comcentre. It's been rather a huge undertaking to move out so many people. And to be honest, I'm feeling very relieved, that the projects are managed to complete on time, even though there are minor hiccups and things like that. So I think we've largely completed our move of staff out of Comcentre already. So I think we're more or less ready to hand over the site over to Land-Lease as well as demolition contractor.
As we were actually driving here today, we saw Comcentre is very prominent. The towers will start to come down in August of this year.
Okay.
So that's the current plan.
So Land-Lease has been selected as our partner for this project. So they will be managing the construction as well as the demolition of the existing Comcentre, and they will be also assisting us to rebuild Comcentre together. So the space frame is one of the features I think we've all identified. I think it'll be great, if we can find a way to see if some parts of the structure can be kept, and repurposed in the new building.
We also do need to store it for a number of years before it can actually start to be part of the new design and scheme.
Okay, excellent. Well, look forward to handing over the building to you, and for the demolition works to begin.
Yeah, external facing so that we don't need to move in.
Are you all set?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess this is it. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I will come back to Comcentre when it's ready. That is 4 years later. Now I already 67, right? But I will come back just to view the new office, new building.
While Comcentre has provided an excellent home for our earlier growth, we've become so much more than just a domestic phone company. Redeveloping Comcentre is the only way to create a next-generation smart building of the future with the capabilities to support our evolving business needs. While the place may be new, the Singtel spirit is still there. The spirit of innovation, the spirit of pushing the limit, the spirit of the people who never say die and the can-do attitude. We will spend the next few years creating a new beacon to the future.